Okay, a little video on simplifying square roots here. So by the end of this, you guys should be able to simplify any square root by hand. We're not doing it by with a calculator with this. So, and we want them in as exact numbers. Remember, square roots are irrational numbers. So if you try to, just not do it exact, it becomes a decimal, and that decimal just keeps going. So we're looking to keep that. So for example, let's start with something really simple. Let's say we've got the square root of, let's say, 18 here. I want to simplify this so it's in its simplest form. Remember, the square root's the opposite of a square. So really what we want to do is we want to break this down to its prime numbers. So I'm just going to break this down to its prime numbers. What goes into 18? Well, 9 and 2 does. 2 is a prime value, so we're just going to circle that for right now. And then I've got 3 and 3. So what makes up 18? 3 times 3 times 2. And since we're doing square roots, we need pairs. So I'm going to do any pair that's the exact same is what I'm looking for. And there's a pair of 3s. Which means, what that means is I can take one of these out, outside of this root here. Okay, so I've got my root here. One of these can come right out here on the outside, and the other one just goes away because we're trying to get them out. It's 3 squared. Okay, which that's the opposite. So if you really want to know why, really what you do is you pair them up, you get rid of one, and one of them comes on the outside. If it doesn't pair, it has to stay on the inside. So this would be 3 square roots of 2. Again, the reason for this is, guys, I've got 3 times 3 times 2, which, guys, if that's really 3 squared, right, times the square root of 2, which 3 squared, the square root and the square cancel each other because they're the opposite. And that's why we just have the 1, 3 on the outside. Okay? Let's look at another one of these. So let's say we got the square root of 112 here. Again, I'm going to break down and see where its prime numbers are. So I know that 56 and 2 goes into it. 2 is prime. I know 8 and 7 do. 7's prime. And I've got 4 and 2. And then 2 and 2. Now I'm looking to put pairs together. So there's a pair. I also have this one to be a pair as well. And then the 7 cannot pair up at all. So I've got 2 pairs, which means 2 of these 2's can go outside, which means one of them is gone. So I've got a 2 on the outside. I've got another 2 on the outside. And then I've got this 7 on the inside. These 2's on the outside are going to multiply, so that's just going to be 4 square roots of 7 from there. Okay? And that's really the gist of how you do this, guys. So we can do a couple other examples. Let's say we have the square root of, let's say 14 here. So when I go to break this down, I've got 7 and 2. Those are both prime. Notice how neither one of them are pairs, so that was in its simplest form. The square root of 14 is in its simplest form. Let's say we got square root of 90. Let's go 96 here, just for the heck of it. So I've got to find 96's prime numbers. So that's what, 2 and 48. There's a prime number. This one's going to have a bunch, 6 and 8. Which that gives me 2 and 3. There's a prime number. There's a prime number. I've got 2 and 4, and then 2 and 2. Prime number, prime number, prime number. Now I'm going to pair them up. I've got these 2 can pair up. I've got these 2 can pair up. And then these 3 and 2 can't pair out. You get rid of one of these, and those 2's go on the outside and multiply, which gives me 4. And then on the inside, I've got this 3 and the 2, which multiply, that give me 6. Point in time. So that's what I get from there. So that's kind of the gist of what we're looking at here, guys. There's really nothing else that goes with that. I mean, we can go another one. Let's do another one here. Let's say we've got Oh, let's go 243 here. Okay, so 243, I know that 9 and 27. Well, neither one of those primes, so we got to keep going. So 3 and 3 here. This one breaks down to 9 and 3. There's a prime. And then 3 and 3. So we've got a whole bunch of 3s here. Pair them up. There's a pair. There's a pair. This one can't pair with each other with anything. So one of these is gone. I've got 2 3s on the outside, which gives me 9 because I multiply. And then I have this 3 on the inside as well. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, that's it. Short video. We'll see you later.